Hi, I'm Daryl Yeager, founder and artistic director of Odyssey Dance Theater. I also have 5 kids and 14 grandkids, getting another one on the way here this next month, and we're very, very excited about that. I started dancing when I was in high school. I did hockey and baseball and football and did all kinds of sports and stuff like that. I got into a musical at the high school. I wound up being in these dance numbers that were in the show, and I just seemed to have an aptitude for it. And so the guy who was in charge of the musical, he said he owned his own dance studio, and he said, "Why don't you come out and check it out?" Something about it drew me to the challenge of it. You know, the challenge of being able to overcome all these difficulties to become a dancer. So we drove through here and we stopped at Ballet West and just kind of see what they were up to, and got to meet everybody. And after that we said, you know what, I like Ballet West, I think I'm going to go there. Met my wife there, Cheryl. We've had obviously a great family and had some wonderful years. Cheryl also does all the costumes and stuff for the company. All those experiences, doing all the films and stuff and television I did out in LA, I kind of bring all that to bear, you know, with Odyssey Dance Theater. There was this huge pool of talent of dancers here who didn't necessarily want to go to New York or LA. And I'd been there, I knew what that was like. And I thought, maybe we could do a jazz ballet company, you know? So I got a bunch of dancers together and we put on a show. And so what I wanted to do was like a big full-length Dracula. I thought, okay, there's nothing going on. Back then there weren't any haunted houses or anything. And so I thought, let's do a Dracula. I think that'd be so cool. But I had no money, you know, and you'd have to have huge sets and costumes and all that stuff to do that. And I said, well, one of my board members, actually the board member was Bruce Huff, who's the father of Derek and Julianne. He said, well, why don't you just do like some smaller pieces, you know, and put them together. And I was like, okay, I'll give that a try. So we started putting together some pieces like Frankenstein, Dancing with the Bride of Frankenstein, Curse of the Mummy, you know, Tap Dancing Skeletons, Thriller, obviously. And so we put together the show, and about a week before, we had scheduled 4 performances at Kingsbury Hall. And about a week before, the guy who was in charge of it came to me and said, Daryl, you've only sold like 50 tickets to this. Maybe you should cancel. And I was like, oh, I knew there was something special about what we had put together. So I said, oh, well, if I'm going to go down, let's go down in flames. Let's just go ahead and do it, because I feel like there's something special about this. Within 3 years, we were selling out. And now we're doing over 40 performances all over the state of Utah. And it's just been, you know, it's been an amazing ride. So people ask me, what is Thriller? Thriller is actually a series of vignettes of all your favorite Halloween characters. They're done in dance form. And it's really, what's amazing is there's a lot of humor in the show. And goodness knows, we all could use some humor these days. We do say 8 and above because there are some scary elements in the show. It is Halloween after all. And we have some special discounts available for the MomTribe only. Click on the link below. Hi, I'm Daryl Yeager with Odyssey Dance Theater, and we have our production of Thriller, and we're very excited to have the MomTribe come see us.